Welcome to part 3 of the psychology of ethical persuasion. So far, you've discovered how giving first builds trust, how consistency creates commitment, and how social proof and personal connection move people to act. Now, we step into 2 of the most potent psychological triggers of all: authority and scarcity. In video 3 is about the voice of influence and the fear of missing out. It will cover with Chapter 5. The authority effect, authority, and Chapter 6, the urgency, illusion, scarcity. These 2 principles are deeply rooted in how we respond to leadership, expertise, and urgency. You'll learn how people are wired to follow credible voices and why urgency drives action more than logic. You'll also see how to apply these triggers with clarity and honesty, because when used correctly, they can help you gain respect, speed up decision-making, and elevate your message above the noise. Let's begin. Chapter 5, the authority effect, authority. There's something hardwired into all of us. When someone we believe has authority speaks, we tend to listen. We give their words more weight. Their advice becomes direction. Their presence shifts the energy of a room. That is the power of perceived authority, and in persuasion, it's one of the most important elements of trust. Authority, in psychological terms, is our tendency to follow the lead of someone we believe is credible, experienced, or expert. From childhood, we're conditioned to listen to doctors, teachers, coaches, or elders. Not because we're weak-minded, but because we're designed to survive by following those who know more than we do. This mechanism saves time, reduces risk, and simplifies decision-making. Robert Cialdini's famous study involving a man in a lab coat shows this clearly. When the man wore professional attire, participants in the experiment were far more likely to follow instructions even if those instructions seemed questionable. Why? The uniform conveyed authority. It triggered compliance, not because of logic, but because of psychological conditioning. In today's world, authority is often built through expertise, credentials, presence, or even social proof. Think of a best-selling author, a doctor on a wellness podcast, or a tech CEO giving advice on entrepreneurship. Their influence doesn't come from force. It comes from position, experience, and how others view them. Now, here's where this gets practical. If you're trying to persuade, you must first establish credibility. Your words won't land until your authority is clear. And authority isn't just about degrees or titles, it's about how you present yourself. Are you confident? Do you speak with clarity? Is your message organized? Do others vouch for you? In business, this is why testimonials from experts work. Why logos of trusted brands on your site matter. Why sharing your credentials or results is not bragging, it's building psychological readiness for people to trust your message. But there's a key point. True authority is earned, not claimed. You can't demand respect. You must demonstrate value. That's why great leaders teach before they ask. They give before they guide. They show mastery through insight, not just ego. Also, beware of the illusion of authority. In today's world, people can fake status. Fancy titles, paid awards, or social media follower counts don't always mean someone is credible. Your audience knows this. That's why integrity matters more than ever. If you want lasting influence, be someone others can verify, respect, and rely on, because when people see you as a true authority, someone with knowledge, wisdom, and integrity, they're not just willing to listen, they want to follow. Chapter 6, the urgency, illusion, scarcity. Let's now move into the principle that drives quick action: scarcity. Human beings place more value on things that are rare, limited, or exclusive. When something feels like it's slipping away, we want it more. This is not just a marketing trend, it's an ancient survival instinct. Scarcity creates urgency, and urgency creates decisions. Scarcity triggers fear. Not panic, but a deep concern of missing out. This fear shortens our evaluation window and intensifies desire. Cialdini showed this in studies where people rated products higher when they believed they were in limited supply. The less available something seemed, the more valuable it became. We experience this every day. A hotel shows only 2 rooms left. An online store says sale ends in 3 hours. A webinar says seats are limited. These aren't just gimmicks. They activate a very real psychological response to the fear of loss. And loss feels heavier than gain. Scarcity also explains why people line up for product launches or rush to grab event tickets or stockpile items during a sale. It creates a sense of competition. We don't just want the thing, we want to secure it before others do. We want to avoid regret. In business, this principle can dramatically boost conversions when used honestly. For example, if your coaching slots are limited, say so. If your product is only in stock for a few days, be clear, scarcity isn't unethical when it reflects reality. It becomes manipulative only when it's fabricated. So how can you apply scarcity ethically? First, be transparent. Don't invent urgency, highlight it. Second, use deadlines, but make them real. Third, limit access when appropriate, not to manipulate, but to honor your capacity or the value of your offer. Fourth, communicate exclusivity. Without arrogance, let your audience know they're part of something special because it's true, not staged. There's also psychological scarcity, the idea that not everyone qualifies. This is powerful in high-ticket sales or elite services. When people feel they must qualify for your time or offer, they value it more. But again, this must be grounded in integrity. You're not excluding to control, you're protecting quality and energy. Scarcity done right doesn't pressure, it motivates. It respects people's time, it honors decision-making. And it aligns with how the brain responds to opportunity and risk. So the next time you craft a message, ask, is there a real reason to act now? What makes this offer rare or time-sensitive? How can I highlight that without exaggeration? Because when people feel that something valuable might slip through their fingers, they'll move quicker, with more clarity and more commitment. In this video, we explored the power of authority and scarcity, two of the most psychologically triggering forces in influence. Authority gives people confidence in what you say, and scarcity gives them a reason to act now. Together, these principles help you create messages that are both trustworthy and compelling. But remember this, authority must be earned through value, and scarcity must be communicated with integrity. When used together, they help you rise above the noise, build credibility, and drive results without manipulation, pressure, or false urgency. Take a moment to reflect. How are you establishing authority in your space? Do others see your experience and hear your credibility? Where can you demonstrate more proof of value, not just talk about it? Are you highlighting scarcity in your offer truthfully, or are you hiding the urgency behind politeness? What do your audience members risk losing if they don't act now, and have you helped them understand that? Answering these questions will help you fine-tune not just your persuasion, but your positioning. If this video helped you see persuasion in a new light, make sure to subscribe and stay with us. In the final video, we'll bring everything together: how to apply all 6 principles in real business, leadership, and life situations. It will be the practical, full-circle guide to influence with integrity. I'll see you in the final part. And do not forget to hit the subscribe and like our video. See you in next lesson.